Jordan from the JP Homes team. I'm here with my good friend Jason Giel from Corwin Mortgage Capital to talk today a little bit about mortgages and the difference between private mortgages and bank-funded mortgages. So hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Good, awesome. Thanks for joining me today. So you work in the private mortgage space, correct?
Right. So we consider ourselves private lenders. That's what we do.
Okay. So a traditional, I guess, lender would be like a bank or credit union or something like that.
Yeah, it's your A banks, so like your TDs, your RBC, BMO, that kind of thing. And then your B lenders are like Equitable Home Trust, some of your community trusts, those kind of things.
Right.
And then we're the C lenders, the private guys. So.
Okay. So in what sort of scenarios would somebody call you and look to you for financing or mortgages?
So unlike traditional lenders, we look really at just the asset. So we're looking at the home. So if someone's sort of credit compromised, they don't show much income. So, people that are self-employed have a really hard time these days getting approved.
Like realtors.
Exactly. We would just look at what they're buying, or if they're borrowing against their house. So, people that need to close quickly, that's another thing. So in the private space, we can write a check in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Whereas banks can take, weeks and weeks and maybe a month to get an approval.
Right. Now, I've been hearing a lot recently about banks tightening up their lending rules and it becoming a lot harder to get mortgages, even for, people with normal jobs.
Definitely.
Do you see more people coming to you for lending on properties now because of those kind of things?
Yeah. So unfortunately, people who, our rates are obviously significantly higher and compared to a regular bank, we are interest only.
Right.
So,
okay.
Your average person would get a 25-year amortized mortgage with, 5-year term. So they're paying principal and interest. Ours are just interest. So it's expensive. It's not cheap to do. And our rates are like double and triple what a bank would charge.
Right.
However, if you get, the last day before your house is about to close and they say, sorry, we're not going to approve you, but you have to close it, otherwise you're going to lose your deposit, they can call us and we'll close it. They're not going to lose anything. And then hopefully they can, get refinanced.
Okay. So in our area, we have a lot of people that are buying properties and building houses or doing major renos on houses.
Right.
Is that something that someone can come to you and it's a little bit easier to get some funding for building or major renos on a property?
For sure. So unlike, traditional lenders, we do a lot of construction stuff and it's a little bit different just because, again, we're not really looking at their credit. We're not really looking at income as much. We're really just looking at, is there value in the property? If there is, then we're happy to do the deal. So it's a lot quicker.
Right. So basically, for somebody who might be having trouble getting a traditional mortgage from a bank, they can call you. They might have to expect rates to be a little bit higher.
Rates are higher for sure.
But getting funding will probably be a little bit easier.
Yep.
Quicker in most cases.
Definitely.
And you'll fund based on the value or the equity in the house.
Correct.
Not so much the person's financial history, correct?
Absolutely.
So for somebody who's self-employed, like a real estate agent or something like that, it can be a lot easier to get funding on a property, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not going to look. We're not asking for your NOAs and all those type of things. We're really just looking like, okay, how much is the land worth? How much do you need? Let's look at your budget, and we'll lend you, based on future value and your as-is value. Sort of find a middle ground.
Okay, cool. So if you're looking for a mortgage, if you've looked at a bank and might have a little bit of trouble and looking for some other options in terms of financing or building, Jason's a great guy to speak to. His contact info is here. And if you have any mortgage questions at all in terms of that, get in touch with him. And if you have any real estate questions, let me know.